Good afternoon and welcome to the Chartreuse Leprechaun. My name is Mark, your host, and today we pick up with this War of Mine, The Little Ones, where we try to keep children engaged and happy and all of that. There's a lot to that in a war zone, which is not easy when you're trying to do that for yourself. So overnight, we had Marco out. He gathered a whole bunch of good stuff. He found food, he found bandages, he found all kinds of things that we need, so that was awesome. Pardon me, a little frog in my throat, and I'm a little still worn out from trying to get the nerves to settle down post-surgery. One of the downsides of my particular dilemma, having had a stroke at one point, is that the left side nerves are a wreck, for lack of a better way to put it. 4. And we're at 53 degrees. Ooh, temperature's dropping fast. We're at 12 Celsius. Well, we better get some wood on the fire then. And we better make some food. Oh, we're not going to have enough wood for the fire, so where are you? You need, actually, Marco, you need to go to bed. Where is Marin? He's in bed. Why? Oh, slightly wounded. That's right, I remember now. So we want to send him down there to do some fabricating. And we got him cooking food. Unfortunately, not having time for his daughter who wants to have a chat with her dad. She's going to run off and play a little bit. And where are you going? What? What was that? Wow. I've never seen it do that before. We'll take that. We'll take the 7 off the top of that, and we'll let you eat real fast. And she had the I want to talk to somebody bubble, so I'm assuming she's going to want to have a chat with Dad, if she'll hold still long enough. When I grow up, I want to be a sniper. Whoa. Don't ever say such a thing. Yeah, that's definitely not somewhere you want to go. My goodness. End of discussion. Yeah, darn right. Let's give her some food. And we'll send him to answer the door now that we have firewood. And they're going to have a nice little talk about, I assume, her dreams and aspirations. And before we get into the trading, by the way, I'm not necessarily one of those people that believes women should not be in combat for whatever reason. I think there have been reports throughout history of women who have done amazing things in combat. Yes, they can function well in a battle zone. That's not in question. The question is, should children be encouraged to do that? That's a different question. Now we're dealing with, should we encourage boys and or women to be in a combat zone, to desire that? It is a noble profession, just like any other one. It has its problems, it has its dangers, it has all of that. And there are some people who should be doing it, regardless of their sex, creed, religion, whatever. There are others who should not. Just like any other profession, there are people who would be very good at it and be fantastic soldiers and leaders and all that goes with it. So be careful with your children. Yes, teach them peace, but you need to prepare them for war, even if it's as a civilian in a war zone. So we'll let that go. That was for anybody who might be watching who think, women should not be in combat, or that I believe that. I don't. I believe that the women can do well there. All women? No. All women shouldn't be electricians. All women are not to be, I don't know the better word for it, homemakers. Some are. Some are gifted for business. Some are for medicine. Some are there. your profession and the place where you belong to do your best is unique to you. Go find that place, wherever it is. If you're a woman listening to this, or if you know a woman who's struggling with that, tell them that. Okay? Go find you and do that. So anyway, end of discussion. I have to stop that. I have to look at our stuff. I don't remember what we have. Let's see. We need, we have materials. We could use some gears. We could use, firewood. We could use, we're actually really well set for everything. My goodness. We need 2 cups of coffee, or 1 cup of coffee a day. Nobody smokes. Okay. So that means our cigarettes are trade goods. That's a good thing. We theoretically could sit here for the rest of this game and do nothing, just with what we have. We probably need more food. Right now, it looks like we need some gears, and we need some materials, components. That's what it calls it. Okay, let's go back to see what he's got. He has some of both. Well, we'll just take all of that. Weapons parts, we had 8. Don't know that we need much more of that. Okay. So, let's get some components going here. Yeah, let's see what he wants for that. Since nobody smokes, let's throw those out there. Okay, that did most of it. What else we got? Well, tough choice. Ooh, one of the dogs is happy. Not sure if that's coming through on your end, but I hear it loud and clear. That's a tough choice. What do we give him that we... that's a lot. I know. We're not going to be making any meds. We have some. Well, we may at some future point. Nope. Okay, so that looks like a pretty solid deal. And we'll do that, and we'll go back and we'll see about getting a little bit more of that. We're a few more components going here. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I'll do that. Yeah. Goodbye. All right, Marin. Talk with yes, dear, you look sad. Yeah, I'd imagine that. We need to, while they're I'm afraid to go and play outside. That I understand. Let's send you over here to make water. Why don't we play inside instead? Yeah, we'll make that. Okay. Come back later, I'll have a riddle for you. Cool deal. Good job, Marin. Let's dash up here. He made the water. Outstanding. We need to get the heater going. And we need to make a second heater, too, because it's getting colder than that one can keep up with. We'll put that one... Oh, we did make one. We have a second one. Oh, scrap that plan. Don't need it. Okay. So he's tired, so let's send him up to bed. Oh, Marco's well rested now. Let's feed Marco. Wait. What? Oh no, he was... sent the wrong guy to bed. Alright. We'll send you to bed. And where's Marco? There's Marco. He ate. Very good. Did he eat? Yes, I fed him. Him I have not fed. Well, let's go down and eat. since I sent you to bed by accident. Where is Marco? There he is. There we go. We got that one full up. Let's go ahead and bump that one up with a little bit more. That ought to keep the place warm for the night. We wanted to... Oh, I know what we need. Get him going on some extra components here. We can make one of those. And that is going to be the end of the day. So the thermometer that I made, we're going to need that for the heater to regulate it, because we can upgrade that so that it makes the wood last longer, keeps the heat going in the house. All right, so what we need is a guard. We let her sleep, we let him sleep since he's wounded, and we send Marco out to find stuff. So, that was, yep, rebels. That was, we finished that one, right? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Detached house. There's an abandoned section, but there's bandits on the other side. How fun is that? Hotel. What's going on at the hotel? Armed thugs. Screams are heard inside. Well, if we wanted to boost morale, we could probably go do that, but not on my high list. The city hospital? Huh, that has possibilities. What I'm looking for, we're going to need more transistors, and I'm trying to pick a location that might have them. People say some deserters of the army are there. Oh, that's usually a good place to go get stuff. Small apartment building. Used to be owned by an elderly couple. They fled before the siege. Rumors of some shady-looking, well-armed... Oh, great. Well, that's encouraging. All we have is locations where the army, the bandits, or the rebels are. That's fantastic. I guess we'll go back there. Maybe. Food, materials, weapons, parts. Yeah, we'll go back there and see if we can clean that out anymore. Trying to remember if there is another thing to cut through. I seem to recall a closet that you can rip open. Be careful with that one. We'll go ahead and take those just in case. We'll leave them with weapons. And that should be all we need. So, all right. Let's see what we managed to grab here, because I confess I didn't go back and look. So food, well, lots of wood. Food. We may actually have cleaned this place out. I was hoping for more transistors, darn it. If I recall correctly at this point, the soldiers are gone. So we pretty much have the run of the place without having to worry about getting killed. And we'll let Marco run all the way upstairs. And we've got that. Yeah, we've cleaned out all of that locations. Okay, that's good. So let's okay. What I don't remember is if we went down this side of everything. Nope, there is stuff down this side. Alright, so we're going to go to the bottom and work our way back up. And there he is. He's finally all down to the bottom. Here in our ancient city, Vicini are at home. We will no longer abide the oppression. The Republic of Vicina, with its capital of Pagoran and within the borders according to the Treaty of... Torn flyer entitled Proclamation reads. Yeah, okay. The Battle of Propaganda, which is a big... Ah, there's a transistor. Okay, not a bad choice then. Propaganda battle in a war is critical. That was one of the reasons the Viet Cong and the North Vietnamese won the Vietnam War. They were very good at propaganda. They had learned the lessons of Mao. If you haven't read Mao, he teaches much on the value of propaganda and teaching according to that to reinforce it and build it. And, yeah, interesting reading. Well worth the time. Oh, there's my closet. Let's go up there. The political forces that usually win are the ones that control the propaganda the best. The outflow of information. If you can control that well, you will do well. It really is that simple. Ooh, ammo. Well, I can live without that, but we're going to need the bullets because raiders will use up our supply. Alright, we need to get all the way back around, and there's still a couple of locations we haven't hit. So what do you mean you can't get there? Of course you can get there. Oops, forgot to click that fast enough. Alright, so... get Marco going. Yeah, I was correct. There are no soldiers still in the building. Go ahead and pop that and see if there's anything on the other side of that door. Yeah, it's only midnight, 1 o'clock. We still got a couple of hours to run around and grab stuff. Kind of prioritizing locations at the moment to get... Of course there's nothing there. Well, that was fun. Well, let's get him all the way down to the floor, and we'll empty that. We should have time to go back and clean out the... It seems to me there were like 2 or 3 locations left to grab stuff from. And... it's kind of weird how you get these guys to run around and do stuff. If you click somewhere they don't have a direct line to, they say, I don't know how to get there. And unfortunately, I have a tendency to forget that, you know, that's how far I sent them, and they'll stand there waiting for me to click something else. Yeah, it's fun. But it's is what it is. And come on, Marco. You run faster than that. Wish there was a speed up button on this. And we'll run over here. We'll run down here. We'll get that one. We left a piece of wood and a piece of, I think it's gunpowder, that, in the cabinet downstairs. Wow, there are teddy bears everywhere in this. I did not remember there being that many toys. Oops, can't get there. Alright, fine. We'll go up this way. And that was a classic example. He was here. I clicked here. He couldn't go, but he'd go up there. So, yeah, I think we already got all of that. Okay. So, we're done with that. We'll send Marco back to... Is he going to complain about not being able to get there? Where the heck is he? What? Where's... Oh, there he is. Wow. Okay. There he goes, down the stairs. He is definitely getting in his steps for the day. Alrighty, so we... Ooh, 4:30. Yikes, we cut this close. Good news is the exit's right there, and the timer doesn't run while we're in the inventory screen. So, get those out of there. We'll get that out of there. Get some more of that. Oops. We'll grab some more gears. What else we got in here? We got some transistors. That's good. We got a broken gun we can fix. We got that. Go ahead and take that, maybe. You don't need trade goods because he came by today. So, yeah. And what else we got here? We got food. We got wood. Got plenty of wood for the winter when it really gets cold and you can't. Okay, that's good news. Alright, so we're going to run to the exit. And day 22. Here we go. So, Mark goes back. It was a quiet night. Nobody raided us. That's awesome. Well, that's true because the week of crime is over. So that's a good thing. Talk to your daughter. There you go. And we'll send you down to burn some wood. Get the heat back up. We're going to send Marin down here to, I hope I have all the parts I need. Marin, if you remember, is our handyman. He's our mechanic, so he will fix the heater. Oh, that's all the heater wood we have, huh? Okay, fantastic. Let's send you down there to make some firewood. We'll have you fill up the traps so we can stay in meat. We've got plenty of meat. We could actually start trading that if we wanted to. So we've got, we can reinforce the door. We'll let Marin do that because we want to use the minimum of components, and as the handyman he makes sure that happens. Yeah, there we go. We needed that. We needed the gears. We're in good shape. Alright, so we'll upgrade that one, which will, unfortunately, we still had wood burning in that. That's gone as soon as he does that. So it's going to get cold. Not massively cold because we have the other heaters stoked completely up. And we're full there. Good deal. So let's send Marco to bed. He's been busy. He needs to rest. Go get some beauty sleep, buddy. There she is. She's swinging, playing. Okay, good. There we go. Well, we're actually going to overheat the house at this point, but that will work. Outstanding. So, I want these guys to trade places when he's done with the wood. Outstanding. Send you over there to make water. It's about to get cold enough that if we need to make water, we're going to have to boil it on the stove, which makes cooking a longer process because, we have the senior rebels. Ooh, that's not good. All right, that's fine. We want you to fix the door, and we want you to go talk to the rebels who are angry. Put you to work. See who it is. No, kiddo, you really don't want to do that. We have something for you. Let's talk. What do you got? Several days ago, someone from the neighborhood stole supplies from a humanitarian aid container. The supplies are vital to us, the rebels. There's a reward for help in seizing the culprit if one of your neighbors was reportedly sniffing around the container. We have reason to believe he took them. Can you confirm our suspicions? If you answer yes, they will give you 3 food, 10 cigarettes, and 6 coffee. This is one of those questions where, for me, it's not a question. I'm not turning them in. Very simple. But you have a choice. You can go either way. If you say yes and you take the goods, that actually hurts your morale because you turned in your neighbor. If you say no, then they're going to repeat the question. Are you sure there's a reward? Same exact blurb, same exact reward, and again we say no. So be it. See you around. So, yeah. It's one of those things that you have to deal with in a war zone. Hungry and tired. Well, let's send you to bed then. Marin finished the door. So now the door is reinforced and there's a basic alarm bell thingy set up on it. So bandits, if they raid you, it's not going to be a massive surprise. Again with the back and forth. What is going on with that character? I've not seen that before. Let's just let you sit down. No, you can't go outside, Mr. Spider. It's dangerous out there. She's talking to the insects. That's pretty cool. Children are amazing sometimes in the things they will do to play and to keep themselves occupied. It's just amazing, some of the things that they will tolerate and do. And let's see, seems to me, do we? We have water, we have sugar, we could make some alcohol. Let's go see. I seem to recall that we can do that. Yes? Yes, we can. So we have 2 bottles, or we have enough to make 2. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to call it the end of the day. So that alcohol is up there waiting for us. Don't need to go back to the construction site, but we do need to keep in the back of our mind that that's someplace we can get wood. Because in the dead of winter, which we haven't had yet, which means this is going to be a long... it's a bit random how long the game will go in terms of the number of days and so forth. We are at day 22. We have had the week of crime. We have not had the winter section set in, though, where the temperatures get absolutely brutal. My guess is that's coming soon. And once the thaw sets in, then we get the opportunity to, then will come the end of the game. I've never seen it end during the winter, only after. But it's interesting that we have almost all of the locations found. That's unusual at this point, or at least the usual complement of locations. So that's interesting. It also means we will likely end up going to at least 1, possibly 2 of these dangerous locations to get stuff. So, but we'll see. Well, what are we going to do here? We don't need to go back to the construction site. We could go to the hospital. I try to save that for when we need a morale boost, but I think we'll go ahead and do that anyway. We need, if I recall, we need the shovel. Do we need the shovel on the first run? No, we need it on the second one. Let's put that back. There's 2 different scenarios at the hospital. One, you just go through, you find stuff, you see the doctor, you possibly trade, give him some stuff that may help the patients. The second one, they got bombed, and you need a shovel to get through some areas. So, take those for the doctor, and off we go. The other thing you can do at the hospital, if you have walking wounded, you can send them there, and they'll get basically they get bandaged up. So, all right. So let's head on upstairs and start clearing locations. You end up usually with some goods you can trade even out of this. Remember that's private property. If you get in there, you're stealing, and these guys will shoot you. And you don't get to come back at that point because every time you show up, they try and shoot you. Yeah, don't really want to do that. So, we'll go on through. There's one. Okay. A little more wood and stuff. Okay. Come on. Ooh, a little bit of food. Okay. Go ahead. Someone should give these nurses a medal. Yeah, I really don't care what the environment is. Nurses need medals. They need recognition, honor, all that fun stuff. Nothing but private property. Okay, we're out. If you have medications, go see the doctor, talk to him. He might be able to do trades. Oh, wait. Was there something in there? I don't remember. There was not. Private property only. Okay, off we go. It's like a field hospital built on the ruins of a real hospital. Yes, yes it is. It is the level of creativity and ingenuity that sets in areas and situations like this never ceases to amaze me. What people can accomplish with nothing is just stunning sometimes. And we'll put that, we'll go ahead and take that. Okay, and we're full. So I use the barrel out here as my collection point. Just be careful not to make him run too far, because once he goes past that little door icon, you can't come back. And we will put everything in there. Check these last locations. And we'll go up here and see the doctor and see what we can trade for him. I always trade short so that he gets a better deal. Or I say short, I always, whenever possible. Oh, nothing in there. All right. How about this one? Let's see what we got. We have basically nothing. All right, so let's go up and give him some meds. He'll be thrilled at that. Outstanding. Hey, doctor. And we'll take the sugar. That is a generous donation. I hope you won't change your mind. No. Ooh, shovel? Sure. Oh, I gave him both. Oh, wait, stop. That's different. I meant to only give one and see what that did. That's generous. I hope you won't change your mind. I don't need materials. But the shovel we have is degraded a lot. I would have liked to have traded for it, but that's basically an even exchange is what he's saying. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. That'll make him happy. That'll keep us happy down at the house, shelter, whatever you want to call it. So let's go back here, grab our stuff, and call this a night. All right, so we're going to take the vegetables because we need them. I need one more of that. Okay, take that. And do the rest in wood. Yeah, now, when we come back in 3 game days is when the hospital is in the second scenario. After being bombed, the top floor is no longer accessible. There's rubble piles. This barrel, strangely enough, still has the same stuff in it. I don't know why. You would think it gets destroyed, but it doesn't. So, and we'll call this a night. Marco has returned. Day 20. Winter sets in. That's kind of what I expected to happen. Okay. Plenty of stuff. Yes, he did. Good stuff. And so now, if we want to make water, we have to come up here and gather snow, take it down to the stove, heat it up to melt it, and then we can cook and do whatever. So it gets a lot more tedious. So 53 degrees, and that's with a refined heater. That's good. He needs to, at least something good happen. This is what I was talking about, the morale boost that everybody gets. They are content. Even though they're hungry, they're tired. Yeah. That's what doing stuff for the hospital and etc. does for you. So let's get Marin down to, I don't remember what he needs to upgrade the stove, but we want to do that. Yep. Talk to your daughter. And firewood. Gonna need a lot of it, so how are you doing, dear? Okay, I guess. When will the war be over? Yeah, there's a question you'd never have an answer to. Oh, we just needed parts. Yay! Good deal. I don't know for sure, but I hope it will be soon. Yeah, that's an honest answer. I'll tell you what, when you're dealing with children, you need to be as honest as possible with your answers. If you don't know, say so. Because children, they seem to have that innate ability to see right through you when you're telling them, you're not telling them the truth. So, let's go gather some water for him. I wonder if there's hidden treasure in here somewhere. Now, there you go. I'd gladly eat something. So let's go cook. Gather some snow for water. There we go. I always end up gathering too much of that for some reason. Not entirely sure why. We can make... Excellent. We'll go ahead and do that. Everybody gets dinner. That's a good thing. How are we doing on... Firewood is 8, so yeah, we can go stoke the stove now. Yeah, or heater rather. Here we go. Always fill the refined heater first, because it's going to keep things warm the longest. So it's important to remember. And he's done with that. We'll gather the alcohol. Outstanding. We'll feed him. Not a bad day. Nope, you are correct. This has actually been a good one. Here we go. And... Yep. Alright, so where is... Oh, there she is. She doesn't seem to be hungry, really? Interesting. Well, Dad... Oh, she is hungry. Why isn't she popping the icon? Huh. Strange. Alright, fine. Well, let's just send you upstairs to grab some food. We'll send Marco over here to do a little... Oh, I gotta send him to bed. Ooh, Rimini, I forgot. Bed. Always send your scavenger to bed. Oh, how could I be so silly? Ooh, let's get him some food. And we'll send her back down to play. And we'll send you back over here. See if we can make any more. We have the sugar, we have water, we have firewood. Oh, cool. Okay, that's good. Now, go to bed. And he's still wounded. He may be the one we send back to the hospital next time, because they will doctor him up and he will no longer be wounded. I really expected him, with all the rest and the food and everything else, to heal up. But it's not happening. So, interesting. And what do we need? We're going to need more firewood. I think we've used it all. Yes, we have. All right. This is what I was talking about, knowing where a wood stash is. We left it at the construction site. Knowing where a wood pile is critical during the winter section of this game. All right, we're going to go ahead and end the day there, because there's not much more he could do. He could possibly build... Oh, we already built one. That's over there. We need some filters and more firewood. Oh, yeah. The refined still. This one, you just kind of filter it through and it makes alcohol. This one, you have to heat and filter. Yeah. All right, but we're going to go ahead and end the day there. And... Oh, yeah. The snow is in, so you can't get to that site. That's fun. The game is forcing us to go to locations that are... I don't remember what we left there. We're there, but we can get there. It says huge amounts of stuff. That's because the guy has tradable goods. If you give him medicine or bandages, he's got a lot of stuff that he will trade to you. Let's go ahead and see him. Let's see. You scavenge, you guard, you sleep and get better. Outstanding. And go ahead and take one of those. And one of those. And we'll go see what we can trade for at the garage. Okay. Now, if you remember, we came through and cleared all the locations, but for some strange reason, they reappear after a while. They're usually empty, but the icons show back up. Yep. So we'll go back down here. See if there was anything in here that might be worth trading. No. Okay. Well, let's go see our guy here. There he is, and we'll trade. I need meds for my meds and bandages for my father. What all does he have here that we can use? Oh, he's got filters, he's got wood, he's got sugar, he's got water. Oh, we're going big here. We'll take all of that. We'll take all of that. Take all of it. Ooh, yeah, we'll take all of that. You got to be kidding. Show me more. Fine, we have a deal? Really? Ooh, okay. Yeah. Let's rethink this, because I want those transistors too. And that's going to put us over the top. The water wasn't critical. I will take that deal, because that gives us sugar to make more alcohol. That gives us filters for the still. That gives us bullets against the raiders. And just a touch of water. Some transistors to make the upgrade stuff. Oh yeah, I'll call that a deal. That's a good deal. And we'll come back here to our stashed pile. And we'll fill up with, oh yeah, wood. 3, 6, 7. Do one more of that, and we'll do 2 more components, because we're going to be making some stuff. And we'll call that good. And that gets us back to the house. And here we are coming into day 24. I think we're going to call this an episode, people. We're in a good spot. We have plenty of supplies. We have food. We have ammunition. We have water. We have trade goods. We have things to upgrade various things that we've built. We are in a good spot. Well, we're going to call this an episode. I appreciate your time. My name is Mark here, your host at the Chartreuse Leprechaun. Your time is valuable. You chose to spend it with us, and we're very thankful. Be sure to set yourself up for subscriptions and notifications as we get better. We'd love to have you along for the journey. Speaking of which, drop us a note. Let us know what you think, what you like, what you don't like, what you don't think, what you would like to see different. We've started a new playthrough on a different game that was requested by one of our viewers, so we do try to pay attention. Can't guarantee we'll do everything, but we try to pay attention and do what we can. So set yourself up for those notifications and subscriptions and join the journey. But with that, I will let you go. You have yourselves a great day, a great week, and we will see you here next time on the Chartreuse Leprechaun. Bye-bye. Did I go the wrong way? I did. Oh, that's fun. I just went 900 meters in the wrong direction. That was where we wanted to go. Well, fantastic.